not suicidal. I do not wish to harm myself. My mental health is copacetic. If anyone attempts to convince you otherwise about me, I'm in danger.
Shalom Israel, giving honor and praise to the Most High God for the reading and the understanding of His word and family. I want to wish every king, every queen, every prince, and every princess, I want to wish you a wonderful, magnificent Sabbath. And once again, thank you for bringing us in with your brother this week and family. Let me tell you something right now. This lesson here, when it comes to your feelings or anybody's, I don't give a damn about them. Not yours or the person that you may be secretly trying to protect. Tonight, I am speaking on Edom/Esau. I don't care what your feelings are towards these individuals. We are going to go in this Bible and see exactly what the Most High has said about them. This, especially now, especially today, this is a time where your voice needs to be projecting versus protecting. Do you realize right now that these very people, these Edomites, and if you are unfamiliar to what an Edomite is, that is the Caucasian, a white person. That's what God calls them. And we are not going to hide behind anything. We are not going to hide behind, oh, everybody can get in. No, they cannot. And you are going to find out in this lesson that these people especially will never see our kingdom. Never. You're going to see it. And this is not racism. We are bringing out the scriptures. And I'm going to complete my statement when I was saying that during this time here, this is about projecting your voice. This is not about protecting anyone's feelings, because this government, they are trying to erase the history of slavery. They are trying to get rid of the atrocities, but sorry, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There's people like me. And it's not just me. There's so many more of my brothers and sisters that are not afraid of you. We're not afraid of any of you. He dictates our end, not you. You can kill us. And quite frankly, you're going to have to. We're not going to shut up. We're not afraid of you. And we're going to bring out these scriptures as they're supposed to be brought out. And as a family, before we jump into the scriptures, I want to make sure that everyone has a full, complete understanding of what we're going to read. So I'm going to get some definitions before we begin. And we're going to break these definitions down so that there is absolutely no one that is confused about what we are getting ready to speak on. So the very first definition I want to get the definition of the word vision, because we are going to be reading from the book of Obadiah tonight. And let me say this. This lesson came from one of our sisters right here in the royal family. She asked, she said, can you please do a breakdown of the book of Obadiah? And I said, what a perfect opportunity to do it. I tried to go back and find a comment so I can go ahead and give her props, and I couldn't find it. So sis, if you are out there, please make yourself known so we can all say thank you to you properly, because that was one great idea of a lesson, and thank you for it. But the very first definition that we are going to get is the definition of vision, because this is the vision of Obadiah. We're going to find that out as we get into the scripture. Watch this, but I want to get the word vision and what it means biblically. Watch this. In the Bible, a vision is typically a supernatural revelation from God, perceived by a person while awake, that conveys divine information or insight, distinct from a dream which occurs during sleep. You see, because most people, they will be like, oh man, the vision is nothing more than a dream. No, it is not. They were not dreaming. This is something that happened while they were awake and the Most High put it on them. Now, most people will be like, the person fainted or whatever it was, but guess what? This person was awake. It is a true vision from the Most High. They are not dreaming. These are not dreams. And I want to make sure that you understood that there is a big difference between the vision that the Most High gave the prophets versus a dream. All right, that was that. So now let's go ahead. I'm just going to get the next one. I'm telling y'all, we are building an arsenal right now. So the next one I want to get is the word ambassador. The word ambassador, because that's what you are supposed to be. That is what you are supposed to be for the Most High in these last days. And do you know what it means to be an ambassador? Watch this. In the Bible, an ambassador is a representative authorized to act and speak on behalf of a higher authority, like a sovereign or a king, particularly in the New Testament, where Christians are called to be ambassadors for Christ. That's why I said earlier, you are going to have to kill me to shut me up. Why? I am not afraid to bring out what we are going to bring out against the Edomites on this planet. You understand? Because the first thing that they're going to do, oh, he is a racist. No, I'm not. I'm reading the Bible. I'm reading the Bible, and I'm going to do it unapologetically. Do you understand that? I don't give a damn about your feelings. You are who you are. Next, the most important one that we're going to read here tonight in these definitions. It is the definition of nation. And I want you to see how this here is broken down. Watch this. In the Bible, a nation is often a group of people unified by shared lineage, language, culture, or territory, but it can also refer to the collective identity of the people of Israel or the Gentiles outside of Israel. There you have it for yourself. When it comes to nation, you have Israel and you have everybody else. I'm going to say that again. When it comes to nations, you have Israel and everybody else. Because the nation of Israel, just like we read last week, Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6, a peculiar people, a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of this earth. So now that we read that, let's go ahead and open the scriptures. Family, please open your Bibles to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 9, because now we are about to set the tone for this. Oh, all praises to our Father. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 9, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see exactly what this says and why we brought this one out first. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Why did we bring this out first? Because when you turn on the news, TikTok, any type of social media, you are seeing the unraveling of white people. They are going crazy. First and foremost, It is about to be a major war between these people. Just as the Bible said, just as the Father brought out that nations were going to turn against themselves. Do you realize right now the world, they have the biggest problem watching us not give a damn about anything that is going on in it. The Father put a cap on our spirit. He's like, y'all are going to sit yourselves down. Be quiet. Shut up. Sit down and just watch me work. And you're going to see that the statement that I just made is a 100% factual, true one, because we're going to get these scriptures and we're going to see exactly what these scriptures say in regards to nobody else but Edom, Esau, Idumea. Let's go to the book of Obadiah, and what we're going to do here in the book of Obadiah, family, let me break this down for you. What we're going to do, there's going to be a lot of precepts. So I'm telling you right now, you better have this book open, pen, pad, electronic device, whatever it is, taking notes, because I'm going to be bringing out some precepts. Very, very, very precept heavy tonight. Do you understand that? Very, very precept heavy. Understand where we are getting ready to go and why. And do you know why? Because I am sick and tired of niggas trying to get these people into our kingdom when the Father has made the separation. Do you understand what I'm getting ready to tell you? And I don't care if there are any Edomites watching. I don't care. Y'all had your fun. Y'all had your fun in what you did to us. You've had your kingdom. You had your heaven, and now it's time for ours. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Do you see why I came with those two definitions right out the gate? First and foremost, the vision of Obadiah. Obadiah is seeing this. This is not a dream. An ambassador, someone that is going to be sent among the heathen to look you in your face, to look you in your eyes and tell you about your destruction. Do you understand? Verse 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Now, let's break this down to what the Father says. He says that these people, white people, the Caucasian, are greatly despised. It doesn't matter where you go in this world, on this planet. There are stories about every land, every people that are not them. They have their stories about the first time they have encountered a Caucasian person, and it is always a bad story. It is always a degradation of that land and that territory. Now, that is history. That is the history that they are now trying to erase. But no, we're not going to do that. The Native Americans, the Africans, all you have to do right now is go on YouTube and pull up the encounters of the first time an African child sees a white person. They run off crying in complete fear. That is not me being racist. That is me telling you all you have to do is go on YouTube and pull it up and see that I am telling the truth. All praises to the Most High God of Israel. No fear when it comes to you people. None whatsoever. So now we got to get a precept to that. So we are going to go to the book of Numbers, chapter 24 and verse 18. The book of Numbers, chapter 24 and verse 18. Oh, yes, we are. We are about to be on the carousel of truth. And if you fall off, we're going to laugh at you. And again, this is all about Edom, all about Esau. Watch this. Numbers chapter 24 and verse 18. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. And Israel shall do valiantly. Woo! Do what valiantly? Or you're going to find out here tonight, because we're going to talk all about this. Yes, indeed. We're going to be all up in the tea. All up in the tea, and it is not gossip. It is not gossip. We are all up in the Most High's tea. Yes, indeed, because he gave us the ingredients to how to make this tea so sweet. Oh, the honey and the sweetness of these words here tonight. Baby, 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 let me go ahead and tell you. So now let's go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 29 and verse 15. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 29 and verse 15. And let's see exactly what that says, family. Watch this. Watch this. It shall be the basest of the kingdoms, neither shall it exalt itself any more above the nations, for I will diminish them, that they shall no more rule over the nations. That's the Most High talking about white people, because as we all know, when it comes to America, when it comes to Britain, when it comes to all of these European nations, they have their hand over all the other nations of this planet. All of them. And the Father said they are the bases. They are the smallest among all the heathen. They are the bases. They are the scum of the earth, is what the Father is saying. The very, very bottom of everybody. They are the lowest people of all. I'm not saying it. The Bible is. You can get mad all you want to. We are reading the scriptures. Let me read that one more time. It shall be the basest of the kingdoms, because their kingdom is right now. Their kingdom is now. Neither shall it exalt itself any more above the nations. It will be destroyed. For I will diminish them, that they shall no more rule over the nations. No more. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning. We will rule the nations. All praises to the Most High God of Israel, and that time is here. We're watching it. Let's go back to the book of Obadiah. Let's go back to Obadiah. Woo, I'm telling y'all right now. There's going to be a lot of people mad at this lesson here tonight, because they hiding them Edomites up in their cribs and stuff like that. Yep. And stabbing on them. And y'all know exactly what I mean when I say stabbing on them. Y'all know what that is. Y'all know what that is. Here it is. Verse 3. Watch this. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? We know about their pride. We know about their habitations, their skyscrapers and everything. We know how they get down. The Father said, and the main thing that the Father said, those that dwell in the clefts of the rocks. The Father called them cavemen. Not only does the Father call them cavemen, but they call themselves cavemen. How many times have you seen that evolution chart? They say themselves with their own science that they come from caves and that they evolved from monkeys, and now they are what they are now. And guess what? That is 100% true about them, not us. Every time we saw that evolution chart, we was like, nigga, please. Then we was also like, wait a minute, hold on, time out. How are y'all calling us monkeys, but y'all are admitting that y'all are? I always wondered that. I'm like, get out of here. We ain't no damn monkeys. Y'all niggas are the monkeys. Hairy bastards. It ain't us. Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Now, we all know that part right there is true. First and foremost, what is their national symbol? Not just here in America, but for every Edomite symbol. I broke this down for y'all. For those of you who have never seen one of our very first lessons, NASA, they know what's coming. Go back and take a look at that one. And that is our old school lesson. But guess what? All the information is still the same. On all their flags, what do they have? The eagle, the eagle, the eagle. What is America's national flag? The bald eagle. We all know this. Also, what was the other thing that it said right here? Let's go right back. Let's read this here one more time. Why? Because this is so fun to read. Let's read that one more time. Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars. That part right there. Now, we all know they are up there dealing with those satellites and everything. They have their space stations and everything right up there. We all know that. We know that. Is the Bible lying? No. Why did the Father say all these things? To confirm everything for us right here in the future. He said, everything that I said back then, you are going to confirm. Your eyes will see. Your spirit will know. And when you see these things, you better start keeping my commandments. So now, we got to get some precepts to that. Oh, yes, we do. First precept, let's go to the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 9. That's Old Testament. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 9, or some people, Habakkuk, the book of Habakkuk. Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 9. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. The Father said, you can't run. What did Elon Musk do all this year? What did he do? Come on, family. Y'all not stupid. He sent SpaceX missions time after time after time after time, all this year and all last year, until he finally realized we can't leave from up under that firmament. They tried. They tried. They can't go nowhere. They got to stay right here and catch that ass whooping. So now, as you see what they're doing, they're going underground. They're making all of their escape plans and everything. You can't run. There is nowhere to run, and there is nowhere to hide. All praises to the Most High. Now, that was Habakkuk. Now we're going to go to the book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 2. The book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 2. Y'all going to see the Most High is not playing. Watch this. Though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. So everybody thought I was just tripping just now when I said that they are going to try to go underground and everything like that. They can't go nowhere. They can't run. They try to go to heaven. They try to go to hell. You can't run. You got to take this ass whooping. You have to. You have to. Now, let's go to the book of Job, chapter 20. We're going to go to the book of Job, chapter 20. Go down to verse 6. The book of Job, chapter 20. Go down to verse 6. Watch this. I hope y'all catching something from this. Job, chapter 20, verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Ooh. Ooh, baby, baby. You see what the Most High said? The Most High said, I'm going to kill these people. He said, I'm going to kill them. I'm going to kill them. And then there's going to come a day where we're going to be like, what happened to Esau? Where are all the white people at? They're not going to be here anymore. Why? After 1,000 years, they're done. That Revelation 13:9, they have to go into slavery. They're going to serve slavery for 1,000 years, and then they're cut off. You can also find that in Isaiah chapter 14. In verse 1 and 2, this has to happen. It will happen. It must happen. And there isn't anything that you can do about it. You can get mad all you want to. Too bad. All right, let's go back to the book of Obadiah. Let's go back to the book of Obadiah. And we're going to go to verse 5. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 5. Now watch this. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they have had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Now, what is this talking about? This is talking about Esau and exactly how when they go pillaging, they take everything. They take everything. They leave nothing behind. They don't leave anything behind at all. They take all the resources. They scrape everything to the bottom of the barrel. This is why the Most High is making sure that we understand what this is saying. And that we can identify exactly who these people are. We can identify their actions. We can identify their behavior. And family, please forgive me. It is hot up in here. And for the sound quality, I don't like to have the AC and all that stuff and everything running because it's very noisy. But it's hot up in here. So if you see me sweating, yeah, I do this here for you. But to continue speaking on them, this is the things that they do, man. These people, even the father said they would not leave the stem of the grape behind. They take it all. They take everything. Verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? How? So now we're going to get the precepts to that. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, family. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, and let's see if that speaks on this. Watch this. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, and verse 10. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 10. Watch this. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. I'm telling y'all right now, for all of you that are trying to hide Esau up in your homes, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I mean. And let me not be candid about that. For those of you who are still dealing with Esau, for those of you who are having sex with them, having relations, those of you who are doing the things with them that you know you are not supposed to be doing. Now, the Father told us that we must live peaceably among all men, okay? So we're not talking about living among them. We are talking about the things that you know you are not supposed to be doing with them. The things that you know you are not supposed to be engaged in. And the Father says, I see everything. I see it all. I see everything, and I'm going to make you pay for it. You can't run. Do you see what the Father said? The Father said they can't hide themselves. So do you think you are going to be able to hide the things that you are doing with and for them? Here it is. He's telling us, yo, stop. And what are people doing? Disobeying. I feel sorry for y'all. I'm telling you right now. I truly, truly do. Verse 7. Watch this. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee, that they eat thy bread, that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. How many treaties have they broken with every other nation on this planet? They've broken everyone. That's the answer. They've broken every treaty. There is not one treaty that they have ever kept. They're liars, devils, deceivers. This is what the Bible calls them, not me. This is what the Bible calls them. Their history speaks for them. I don't even have to mention Thanksgiving. Let's get a precept to that. I want you to go to the book of Psalms, chapter 83. And yep, y'all knew I was going there. The book of Psalms, chapter 83. And what is the one word that took us there? What is the one word that took us right to Psalms? Let's all say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Confederacy. Don't they have a flag that represents their confederacy? Let me ask that question one more time. and especially to you who are trying to deny what we're reading here. Do they not have a flag that represents their confederacy? Old orange stars and bars, huh? The Dukes of Hazzard. The Dukes of Hazzard. Now we know in the book of Genesis, chapter 36, what word is all throughout that chapter? The Dukes. The Dukes. They made a television show about themselves called The Dukes of Hazzard. We all know what hazard means. What was the insignia on their car? Old stars and bars. They tell you who they are. They tell you who they are. So when you open the Bible and you go to Genesis chapter 6 and you start reading the history of the Dukes, be mad at yourself. The book, now we're going to the book of Psalms chapter 83 verse 3. Watch this. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. That's Israel. That's us. Those of us who never knew who we were. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. Just like we read earlier. That's why I gave you the definition of nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, because they will not know that Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans are the true Israelites. That's why they put the term Israeli out there to confuse you. They were like the people that live in the country of Israel that was stolen from the Palestinians. We're going to call them Israelis because we can never let the world know who the true Israelites are, because once the world finds that out, it's over for everybody. And you are seeing that right now. All praises to the Most High God of Israel. Verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, those are white people. And the Ishmaelites, who are they? Who are they? Who are the Ishmaelites? Who are the Ishmaelites? The Arabs. Of Moab, the Chinese. And the Hagarenes, the Africans. The children of Hagar, the woman rejected. And then they had the child Ishmael, who was also rejected. And that's where Islam comes from. Yep, we ain't playing tonight, and I don't give a damn how you feel about it. You go to bed crying tonight. So now, that was Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 7. So now let's go to verse 8. Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 8. Watch this. Shall I not in that day, you see that? It's talking about the future, because this has not happened yet. It's talking about the day in the future that still hasn't happened. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the Mount of Esau? So he's like, wait a second. So for all the Alex Jones of the world, for all of the Joel Osteens, all of their so-called wise men, all of these scientists, all of their Bill Nye the Science guys, all of them, all of their people. He said, I'm going to destroy them all. I'm going to kill all of these people. All of their NASA employees, they're all going to die. I'm going to destroy them all. Each and every last one of them. Each and every last one of them. Why? Because I'm God. I do what I want. I'm God. I am the Elohim. I'll do as I please. I created all this, and I'm going to destroy it. It is mine to destroy. Now let's go ahead and get the precept to that. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 29. The book of Isaiah, chapter 29. And let's go down to verse 13. Watch this. The book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 13. Let's see if the Most High repeats himself. Watch this. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near to me with their mouth and their heart and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder, for the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. So now we saw just 2 weeks ago how, I'm not even going to say his name, we all know who it is, that guy that caught it in the neck. How his wife got on television talking about that he was a man of God, how other people raised him up to be a man of God. All of the filthy, disgusting, perverted things that that man said about our people, and a man of God. This is why the Father said they honor him with their lips, but they are nowhere near him. They are a rejected people. And God said, I'm going to kill them all. Every last one of them, I'm going to kill them. I'm going to destroy these people. I'm reading the Bible. They're going to try to take this as hate speech. It's not hate speech. It's the Bible. It's the very same book that they disrespect by placing their hand on it in their court of law. Y'all understand? I hope y'all see the hypocrisy. I truly, truly do. I hope you see it. But guess what? It's not our problem. And they're trying to get us to shut up and not have lessons like this. I'm sorry. The more you try to silence us, the more I get turned up. Because I know what this book says. I know what it says. And I know what's going to happen. So now let's go back to the book of Obadiah. So we're going to go now to verse 9. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 9. Watch what it says right here. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Let me read that again, because I don't think some of y'all got that. Let me read that one more time. And thy mighty men, O Teman, because that's another section of Esau, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. What did God say he's going to do to these people? He said he's going to kill them. Every last one of them have that to look forward to. Slaughter. Death. Death. And they will sit here and say that it's unjustified. No, it isn't. Not at all. What did they do to us? What did they do to our people? And the Father saw it. Oh, their punishment is justified. Don't give a damn how you feel about it. Their punishment is justified. Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Thou shalt be cut off forever. So I'm going to ask some of you simple ass niggas this question. How is it that you are still trying to get these people into our kingdom? How is it that you are still trying to teach them? And the Father said, I'm cutting these people off. It's a waste of time. It is a waste of time. This is why the Father said, if I catch one of you with him, I'm killing you too. All that teaching and everything that y'all want to do with them is not a good idea. It's a horrible idea. It is an idea that is going to cost you your life. Don't teach them. Don't teach them this word. It is not for them. It is not for them. I'm showing you what the Bible is saying, but yet some of our people are so stupid. They are going to deny the Father. They're going to deny his word, even though I am backing everything up, precept upon precept. They are still going to deny what the Father says. You know why? Busting it up with them mean too much. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Yeah. Yep. That nut is going to cost you eternity. Let me read that one more time. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever, 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 forever. I didn't say it. The Bible said it. The Father told us, leave them alone. The Father told us, leave them alone. We better listen to our Father. As a matter of fact, no, hold on. Yeah, let's get some precepts to that one right there. Let's go to Genesis chapter 27 and verse 41. Let's go to the genesis of this. Let's go to the genesis of their hatred to us. The book of Genesis chapter 27 and verse 41. Watch this, family. Oh, yes, indeed. Because we have to tell the history of their hatred towards us. Genesis chapter 27 verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. That's the history. They have hated us from the beginning. They've hated us from our grandfathers. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Every time that y'all try to go and help these individuals, it is a pointless act. It's pointless. 100% pointless. Why? Because God said, I'm going to kill these people. I'm going to destroy these people. For what they done to you, I'm going to kill them. Now let's go to the book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 11. The book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 11. Because we got to back up everything. Prove all things is what the Bible says. Prove all things. Amos chapter 1 verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. All the way back then, all the way till today. Are they not hanging our people right now? How they hang an 8-year-old just recently, a 4th grader, all the way down to our children. And we read in the curses that the Father said they will have no pity on the young or the old. And we're watching it. And unfortunately, there have to be casualties. But the Father is showing you it's talking about us. There is absolutely no denial when it comes to this. None. And we can't be afraid. We cannot be afraid to speak this truth. We cannot be afraid to look into these cameras and look into their eyes and be like, the Bible is talking about you. You are going to be the one that is going to be destroyed. So I'm telling, for every, let me say this right now, to every white person that is watching this under the sound of my voice, you better listen to me. God is going to destroy you. He's going to destroy you. But you may be able to have some mercy on yourself. All you have to do is start treating us right. Because he said that I will bless those that bless thee. So let that be a message to you. Okay? Racism is not going to offer that to you. Racism will not tell you about that. I will. You will not get our kingdom, but for yourself, receive a blessing from the Father. I didn't say it, he did. That offer comes from him, not from me. All right? So now, let's go ahead and continue in with this right here. Let's now go to the book of Psalms, chapter 137 and verse 7. The book of Psalms, chapter 137 and verse 7, because we are going to make sure that we get everything with us here, because so many people, they're going to try to call you what they're going to call you. They're going to try to call you a racist and everything. No, we're not. We're not racist. We're reading the Bible. The book of Psalms, chapter 137 and verse 7. Remember, oh Lord, remember, stop for a second. That is us praying to the Father in song. Father, please remember Edom. Remember what you said you're going to do to them. Remember this. Remember the punishment that you said you were going to put on these people. Okay. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. For those of you who don't know what race it means like eraser. destroy, get rid of, destroy. They were saying about us, destroy black people, destroy Hispanic and Native Americans. But of course, we weren't called that at that time. They were saying, destroy the children of Israel, get them off this planet, destroy these people, destroy this people. And the Father said, check. I remember everything that y'all said, and I'm going to kill you for it. You said, destroy my babies. You actually came to me and told me to destroy my children. I'm going to kill y'all for that. I'm going to kill you for it. Every one of y'all that always ask, is it okay to pray for the destruction of your enemy? You just read it. You just read it. Are we supposed to be upset about that? No. I'm reading the Bible. So now let's go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25, in verse 14. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 25 and verse 14. Let's see what this says. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people, Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord God. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? You did it to us. And you took pride in what you did to us. But now your time comes to an end. And our time starts now. Even if you kill us off, we come back. Not only do we come back, but we come back mightier than ever. It would be the biggest mistake for y'all to kill us off. Because when we do come back, it is going to be in pure fury and anger. I'm reading to you what the Bible says. Everything that this Bible said is happening out there in our world right now, and the world knows it. Everybody knows it. Even the atheist knows they made the biggest mistake they could have ever made. It's not our problem, though. Let's go back to the book of Obadiah. Let's continue reading this. Let's just go ahead and read this one out. We had verse 11. Watch this, family. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the stranger carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast as one of them. The Father is now talking to these Edomites. He's talking to white people, being like, y'all saw what happened to your brother. Everybody loved to throw up, thou shalt not abhor an Edomite. 100% that was true. But then that covenant was broken. And we no longer live under that. For those of you who have not seen that lesson, there is a lesson right now in our library, right here in the Royal Family, called Thou Shalt Not Abhor an Edomite. Go watch it. I break it all the way down. We are no longer under that covenant. Because of the things that y'all have done to us, the Father said, forget all that. Now, I'm going to make them kill you for what you've done to them. And family, this is all on the Most High's time. Don't try to go out there trying to destroy people and stuff like that now, because you will be doing it unrighteously. It is not that time yet. We will know when the time is, because the Father is going to give us the instruction. We will know because our spirits are going to lead us to do it. It is not the time now. I'm telling everybody under the sound of my voice, you better not take yourself out there and harm anybody. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Don't you go out there harming anybody. We wait on him. Let's continue. I'm going to start back at the beginning of 11. In the day thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the stranger carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. We're about to break that down. That's now getting to two different sets of Edomites. You have the Ashkenazi Edomite. This is talking about, first and foremost, they were the ones watching as these other Edomites came, and the ones that they sold us to. We're not even talking about the exchange between the Africans and the Jewish. We're talking about the transactions between one set of Edomites versus the other. The Ashkenazis, they're the ones, they were all of their slave ships, and they sold us to these Southerners, these Carolina boys, New Yorkers, Floridians, Californians, all of them. They all had their stake in our slavery. Do y'all understand that? From Christopher Columbus, that conquered the majority of the Hispanics, the English and the Irish that conquered the majority of us. I'm talking about the so-called Negroes. The English and how they dominated the West Indies. Come on, man. All of this history is pointing right back to these individuals, and you can't run from it at all. There are those of us that did pick up a book. There's a lot of ignorant niggas out there. We know that. But not all of us are. We've read. We're educated. We know what we're talking about. Telling y'all, yo, this here, whoo, the scariest person on this planet is an educated black man with no fear that follows his father. We are the most dangerous people on this planet. All praises to the Most High God of Israel. Let's continue. Verse 13. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. The father was like, for one, I punish my children. And there was a certain something that you were supposed to do to them, but you went too far. The rape, murder, and pillaging and everything, y'all went too far. You went too far. You were supposed to put them through rigorous work. You were supposed to put that hard bondage and everything on them. That's what they were supposed to serve. Not rape, not murder, not the things that y'all have done to my people. And this is why he said, it was so done outside the bounds of righteousness. So now I am going to destroy you people in ways that you have never, ever imagined. It's just. I want you to think about this here for a second. There was a white man one day in history that heated up a rod, and the rod of metal became red hot. This man thought it was a good idea to go to one of our women, opened her legs to expose her vagina, and stuck that rod in her vagina. That actually happened more than once. I'm just going to give that one example to let your imagination start to run wild about the things that these people have done to us and why the Father says, I'm going to destroy these people. We've always heard about gator bait and stuff like that. We've heard. But their atrocities, their evil has no bounds. And it's hard to sit through. But when I tell you, they have to pay for everything that they've done. This is why I'm not afraid to read this, because I'm going to look them in the eye and remind them of the things that they have done to us. You're not getting away with it. You're not. And I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid to look one white person in their face and remind them of their history. Because you did it. You are guilty. You're guilty. And you gotta pay. Your own justice system is based on that idea. Verse 14, neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of his distress. So there were those of us that escaped, and they came and got us. And we're like, nope, little nigger, you're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. There were those of us that escaped, and what a white person could have done, they could have been like, come here, we're going to help you. Now, there were some of those that did. All right, because there's things of balance. There are some white people that did help us. There are some. Very few. But there were some. But now you have to ask yourself this question. Were they truly Edomites? Or were they skin folk of Edomites? But that's the thing. We don't know. And it's not up for you to question. He has the answers. The only thing you need to do is keep his commandments and do what he tells you to do. Verse 15, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. So for me to sit here and say that they are going to be destroyed, they're going to be killed, is nothing racist. That's what the Bible said. God said what they did to us, we're going to do to them. And that's the part that they can't stand. They know all of the atrocities that they've done is going to be done right back to them. This is the part that they can't stand. So they're like, okay, being that this is going to happen, being that we are looking around and we're seeing all of this happen, and we know that this Bible is real, so we are going to start swinging for the fences. We are not going to go out without a fight. And that's what they're doing now. And this is why I keep telling y'all that y'all better be careful when you go out. Verse 16, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Let me read that again. So shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. It's called destruction. All the heathen, not just Esau, all the heathen, all of them. All of them. This Bible is so matter of fact. But when you read it, it's like, you know what? I can't say anything else other than what God is saying. God just made it very, very plain. It's his Israelites. And that's why you better be so glad that you are one. Verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. It's Israel, it's us. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. You see that? So let me read that one more time. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. So now, what have we been talking about here for the past several weeks? What's coming? What's coming? Christ is coming. What is he coming with? Fire. What's going to be with that fire? Us. Those of us that's able to withstand. And once that blast happens, and those who are initially killed, and then there's going to be a remnant. There's going to be a remnant. And the Father's going to be like, go get them. Go get them and go have some fun. You can bring whatever little Christian you want to, whatever little Christian theologian. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. These scriptures will tear their asses up every time. You cannot run from what these scriptures say. All of those little apologetics and the whatever out there, they have their place in the fire. Do you understand that? As you see right here, what does it say? Esau is the house of stubble. Stubble. What does stubble come from? Fire. The remnant of what's left after it's burned. Come on, man. Stop playing with the Most High, yo. Verse 19. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, the southern kingdom. The southern kingdom. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. For the things that these white people have done to us, what they have done to the Negro, to the West Indian, what they've done to the Haitians. We're going to take the Hispanics. We got to take y'all right now. I'm sorry. We got to take y'all and set y'all to the side right now because y'all did not get what we got. There's still many of you that can go out there and align yourselves with Esau. Y'all do it today. Y'all did it just this past election year. I will vote for Donald Trump. Yep. And look what y'all going through right now. Yeah, we knew better. We knew better. But we're going to read what these scriptures say. So for every Hispanic, guess what? Y'all cannot be offended by what the scriptures say. This is what happened. It is what it is. But I am so happy for every last one of my Hispanic brothers and sisters that did not bite. Y'all did not swallow that pill. Thank you so much. And I love y'all for it. Let's read that one more time. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain, the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites. Those are the Africans, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the south, and saviors shall come upon. Let me read this because there's so many people. Y'all have such a problem with these chariots being in the sky. Let me read this. And saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. The day that we are going to see all of these, what the world called UFOs or whatnot, they're not. They are the chariots of God. We're not talking about this stupid ass Project Blue Beam that's coming. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about their projections in the sky. We're talking about the literal chariots of fire, the chariots of God that will be visible to every eye to see, every last one. And this entire world is going to be changed, unlike anything that we've ever seen. So I'm going to tell y'all this right now. It is going to be very tempting to take that mark. It is going to be very, very tempting to identify with the mark, because we already know what the mark of the beast is. The mark of the beast is sin. It's going to be very tempting in these very, very last days to be a part of their beast system to survive. But I'm going to tell you right now, don't. Die for this. Die for this. Let them kill you. Die for this word. Let them take the life of right now, because it's not your life. It's just the life of right now. Because once you pass or whatever, right? Guess what? You slip right back into your open consciousness, which is your spirit, and you go right back to the Father. It's a transition from this life right back into the heavens, right back to the presence of our Father, as Ecclesiastes 12:7 tells us. I'm telling y'all right now, Die for this word. Don't die for this world. Die for this. Die for this word. Let me tell you. Take the L. Take the L. You have word and you have world. Remove the L. Take the L. Take the loss for this world so that you can have the W for the kingdom. Lose your life in this world. Lose your life in this world. Take the L. World, word. Okay? Take the L for this world. Drop it so you have word. You died for this word. Understand that. Family, it is our Sabbath. I love you. It is time for your beautiful self to get some rest.